folks, and welcome to the very first episode of Green Eagle Predictions. I am your host, the Green Eagle, and this is my prediction of the 2019 NFL season. I'm going to go through this division by division, one by one, starting with the AFC and moving over to the NFC, filling up team by team from worst to first. Once I get done with all that, then we're going to go to my playoff bracket and predict it all the way down to my Super Bowl 54 champion. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. I did these predictions back on August 1st, and I'm still going to run with these. So I'm going to go ahead and beat the ha-ha comments right there. Starting with the AFC East. Coming in fourth, I have the Buffalo Bills. Coming in at 2 and 14. It's going to be a long season out in Buffalo. In third place in the AFC East, I have the Miami Dolphins at 5 and 11. I think in second place, I'm taking the New York Jets at 6 and 10. Now, they could win a couple more games, but I think their schedule is just too tough for them to compete for a wild card spot this year. Next year, within the next couple of years, there'll be a team to compete. There'll be a team to compete for a wild card spot in the next couple of years. And running away with this division, obviously, the New England Patriots going 13 and 3. I got them wrapping up this division by week 13, and then they're just getting ready for playoff time with a few weeks left to go in the season. In the AFC North, in fourth place, I have Cincinnati at 3 and 13. It's going to be another long season in Cincy. In third place in the division, I have the Baltimore Ravens going 9 and 7. I think there's just too much competition up there in the AFC North for Baltimore to make a run for a playoff spot. And I have a tie with Pittsburgh and Cleveland, both going 11 and 5. I believe in Cleveland right now. This past offseason, they made me a believer for Cleveland. And I have Cleveland winning this division based on a tiebreaker. Because I have them splitting their two games. They both go 4-2 in the division. But I think Cleveland, and then I got Cleveland edging them based on common games. So Cleveland will win the division. Pittsburgh will come in second. In the AFC South, I have Tennessee coming in at 7 and 9 in fourth. I have a tie for second with Jacksonville and Houston, both at 9 and 7. And then winning this division, I got Indy at 10 and 6. I think the AFC South is going to be a wildly tested division, and I believe this will go all the way down to the wire with Indy pulling out ahead. In the AFC West, in last place, I got Oakland at 2 and 14. In third, Denver at 6 and 10. And then this where it gets really interesting. Kansas City and the LA Chargers play each other week 17. And I have those two teams tied at 11 and 4 going to the last week. Winning that week 17 game, I picked the LA Chargers to finish 12 and 4, winning the division over Kansas City, who will finish 11 and 5. So now, for my AFC playoff bracket, I have the Patriots number 1. I got the LA Chargers coming in at 2. Cleveland will be a 3. two wildcard teams will be Pittsburgh as a 5, Kansas City will be the 6. Alright. Now let's move over to the NFC side. In the NFC East, I have the New York Giants finishing in the cellar at 4-12. Now, but if they start the season like they finished last season, coming on winning a few games, then they may compete for a wild card spot. But I think they're a couple years away from trying to come back. And here's where it really gets fun. In third place, I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys in third, finishing with 8-8. Never have belief in Dak Prescott. I just don't think he's that elite. What really makes that offense run is Zeke, with him holding out. As far as I know, with him still holding out, I just don't see Dallas compete. In second place, the team I picked as probably one of the most underrated teams right now is the Washington Redskins. And I got them going 9-7. I think they got a lot. I think they got good things coming to them. And it started with that pick with Dwayne Haskins. And winning this division, the Philadelphia Eagles. I got them going 13-3. Winning this division, 13-3 for the Philadelphia Eagles. To the NFC North, in fourth place, I got the Detroit Lions at 4-12. In third place, I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings at 8-8. In second place, the Green Bay Packers at 10-6. And I'm taking the Chicago Bears to repeat as NFC North champions at 11-5. In the NFC South, I have Tampa Bay in the cellar at 4-12. I have the Atlanta Falcons in third at 7-9. I have the Carolina Panthers in second at 9-7. And the Saints winning this division pretty handily at 12-4. And now on to the NFC West. Last place, I'm taking the Arizona Cardinals at 3-13. Then I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers in third at 5-11. I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks in second at 9-7. And I'm going with the LA Rams closing out 2019 with the best record in football at 14-2. With them adding pieces on defense, that's gonna be the team to beat right there in the NFC. So for my NFC playoffs, my 1 seed is the LA Rams. My 2 seed, the Philadelphia Eagles. My 3 seed, the New Orleans Saints. And my 4 seed is the Chicago Bears. My 5 seed is the Green Bay Packers. And I had a tie with Seattle, Carolina, and Washington for that number 6 spot. Okay. All 3 of those teams do not play head-to-head, so therefore I can't use head-to-head as a tiebreaker. So then we go to common games, or no, not common games. What was it? Conference games. And I had Washington and Carolina both going 7-5 in the conference, while Seattle went 6-6 in conference play. So Seattle was out of the playoffs, and now we go back to a two-team tiebreaker between Carolina and Washington. And Carolina, and I think these two teams played each other in the regular season, and Carolina beats out Washington. So Carolina will take the 6-seed final spot. All right. Now, for my AFC playoff bracket, I have 3-seed Cleveland taking on 6-seed Kansas City. All right, so we have Cleveland as a 3, taking on Kansas City as a 6, Indy as a 4, and Pittsburgh as a 5. All right, I'm taking Kansas City over Cleveland. This is where Cleveland's magic season will end right here in the wild card weekend. Kansas City moves on, and they will take on the New England Patriots. And here in the other playoff game, I have Indy taking down Pittsburgh. So Indy will move on to take on the Chargers. In the divisional round, I got Kansas City against New England in an AFC Championship rematch from last year, but this time it's in New England. I like New England to win this rematch, and they will move on to another AFC Championship game. Indy and the Chargers, I think the Chargers take care of business at home against Indy, and then they will move on to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. Here we are. Patriots and Chargers. Brady versus Rivers. Rivers is winless against Brady. And I think that trend continues, especially with this game being played in Foxborough. I'm taking the Patriots to win the AFC and go to the Super Bowl. On the NFC side, I have the Saints taking on the Panthers. And Chicago take on Green Bay. I have the Saints winning over the Panthers, so the Saints will travel to Philadelphia in a divisional round game, and I have the Packers taking down Chicago in Chicago. The Packers will travel to LA to take on the Rams. Saints and Eagles. Divisional rematch from last year, but this time it's in Philadelphia. This time it's Breeze against Wentz. Wentz takes it down for his first playoff win and moves on to the NFC Championship game. And then I have the Packers and the Rams in the other NFC divisional game. I like the Rams way too much in this one. I'm taking the Rams to go against the Eagles. Now we have Eagles and Rams in the NFC Championship game in LA. I like Philadelphia to win this one. play in a Super Bowl and to go against who? None other than the New England Patriots. Super Bowl 52 rematch between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. The quarterback matchup we should have gotten 2 years ago. And the result, still the same. I'm taking the Philadelphia Eagles to win Super Bowl 54. And there you have it, folks. There is my entire 2019 NFL season predictions. And also, let's go ahead and talk about tonight's game between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers, kicking off here in just a few hours. Yes, this is being filmed right today, right here on September 5th. Let's see. All right, now Chicago is favored by 3. My pick for tonight, I am going to take, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm going to take the Chicago Bears to win tonight. They are favored by 3.5 points. I say they cover the spread. And I say they do. They cover the 3.5 point spread. Now, confidently, and what I mean by confidently, there's a game on ESPN on the Pigskin Pick'em that has straight up spread and confidence. Now, on the confidence one, yeah, you rank your picks from between 1 and however many games are for the week, between 13 and 16. Like for this week, there's 16 games, so I will use numbers 1 to 16. And here's the thing, though, you have to use each number one time. On a scale of 1 to 16, I'm going to give this a 6. I'm going to give this 6 out of 16. So if Chicago does win, I get 1 point for the straight up matchup. If they win by at least 4 points, I get the point for the spread. And if Chicago does win, I would get 6 points on the confidence game. Let's see.
I know it's like 5:45.
Right now, the money line at Chicago at minus 165. For those of y'all who don't know, the minus 165 means you have to bet $1.65 to win $1. So, for example, if you want to win $100 to bet for a pick in Chicago, you have to risk 165. Green Bay, however, they're plus 140. So now, if you were to select Green Bay and they win, for every dollar you bet, you will win $1.40. Yeah, and I will. And most of the spreads I see has Chicago either at -3 or -3.5. I'm still taking with the spread. And usually all the point spreads are usually right around -110. So I will take Chicago -3.5. And also the over-under for tonight is set for 46.5. I'm taking the under. I don't think there's going to be a lot of points scored on this game. Yeah, but I'm going to take the under 46.5. I don't think there's going to be a lot of points on this one. I'm probably anticipating like a a 24-20 type game. Yeah, like a 24-20 type game or 2013. Something like that. This game will be decided within 7 points. Not a lot of points are going to get scored. But there you go, guys. Those are my picks. Those are my season predictions. Here's my week one for. There was my week. Here's my pick for tonight's game. The rest of my week one picks will come out Sunday morning. Until then, guys, I will catch y'all then.